So hey, all you sexy people out there, Nastyee here. Just thought I'd go on a rant today. I don't know. I was walking my dogs, and it just made me want to talk about people and how they handle their dogs, especially tiny dogs. It would seem people seem to like, let's say for instance, if they're off leash, which you shouldn't do because cars and other things like that. But if they're off leash, they don't even care. They just let them run around, and especially up to other dogs. Like, my dogs aren't aggressive, but if you have an aggressive dog that you bring out just to pee or poop, you don't want to let this little dog just run up to and smell it because it can get attacked. And if it gets attacked, then the owner's going to blame you. Even though they're off leash, they'll find some way to pin it on you or get your dog in trouble, and that's not cool. So I understand why people just don't put their dog on a leash. I know it sucks, but if you're in the city, if you're in an area where you live around other people, apartment complex especially, take the precaution of putting your dog on a leash and teaching it to, how to interact with other dogs. And if it has trouble acting with other dogs, just, I don't know, teach it somehow over time, slowly. It's a process. Another thing that really kind of irritates me is when the dogs are just pooping, especially the ones off the leash, because they just let them out the door, run around, and then they just poop everywhere. So, like, there's not even a clean patch of grass around. So, not like I have a puppy. I not only have to worry about douchebags throwing, like, litter or pieces of plastic food or, broken glass, even. But, now I gotta worry about poop in there. And, like, little puppies that don't know. They might step on the poop, or they might smell and take a bite at it. And it's like, yeah, I'm watching my dog. But, like, I don't want to watch him like a hawk 100% of the time. At least give you like 10% to enjoy the scenery or at least look around. But I don't know. That's another thing. But that's just common courtesy. People need to learn to pick up their poop. But I notice it's for little dogs. You don't see much gigantic piles of poop around. It's mainly the little people, or the little dogs, my bad. The little dogs that are just running around, I guess, because people just see them as just tiny, and I guess they could do it real fast. Another problem with these people walking around is when your dogs are close by, even if they're barking, there's a difference between excitement bark, like, oh, I want to meet you, and non-excitement bark, I want to kill you bark. And there is a difference. You see it in if their hair is standing up on their back, how their tail is acting, if their teeth are out, if they're growling versus if they're just pulling. Pulling doesn't mean aggression. They just might want to get to the other dog just to say hi. Doesn't mean they want to kill it. You could tell when a dog wants to kill another dog. It is very clear. There's no mistake about it. And they will kill each other if they get to each other. Or me. You gotta be careful. But that goes into my last thing I wanted to talk about is dog interaction. Either when they're on the leash, or worse off, if like I lived at an apartment that had its own little fenced-in dog area where you were allowed to go in there. No one was ever out there. And when there was someone out there, it was just one person with their one little dog running around, shitting all over the place, them not picking up the poop. So inevitably, people would get this idea or notion that this is just the pooping area. This isn't a play dog area. And then the apartment complex itself never picked up the poop. They never cut the grass. It was fucking terrible. But, like, and then it goes into the non-interaction. I would go out there, and every so often I'd see a dog in the dog park, and I'd go, oh, I'm going to bring my dogs in to say hello. The second I come in to approach them, they pick up their dog out of fear and either run out, or they literally just stand there with the dog either above their head if they're short, or just in their arms, and they'll let my dogs just they don't understand what's going on. They're pawing at them, trying to get to the other dog, like, oh, just want to play. They get all distressed, like, look at your dog. Out of control, pawing at me, trying to get to this other dog. Oh, the nerve. And then they walk out with this disgusted look. It's annoying. But I don't know, how are your people's interactions at the dog park? Are people generally friendly in your area, or do you have a lot of strange people that think little personal dog parks are just like pooping areas? Let me know in comments below. Leave a like if you like the video too. All right, later, people.